I want you to know something. He didn't plan for you to fail. He didn't plan for you to be in poverty. And for those of you that are sick, I promise you can get healed by the stripes of Jesus. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to believe. You're going to have to trust him even though you don't understand it, even though things are going in the wrong direction. You just cannot believe what you see and what you feel, or even what you think, or even what you hear on the media, even what's going on in the White House all the way to the outhouse. I'm here to tell you that you got more power and more authority than you could ever imagine. You know, God is so awesome because he's always given me some kind of problem that I have to face with some of the people that I'm pastoring. I have to go through it with them and just believe and trust God no matter what. I had a friend of mine that called me, and his son had 102 fever, and they were on the way to the hospital, and things didn't look good. And when they got to the hospital, the doctors diagnosed him with the COVID, said he was going to have to stay there for 14 days. This little boy was 10 years old, and he was frightened, and the dad was frightened. And one thing he did, though, he said, I'm going to make a call to my pastor. And he called me up, and I said, well, you know, God can do all things, and he's boundless. He's unlimited. And we're going to pray right now according to Matthew 18 and 19. It said, if we be in harmony with each other, and where we're gathered together, he's right in the midst of it. You know, we didn't have to have that physically. We were joined together in the spirit, and we prayed, and God said, if I bind something and forbid it to be here on earth, that he'll loose it from heaven. I'm telling you, I prayed for that little boy, that God would break that fever, and that the little boy was healed by the stripes of Jesus. And when I hung the phone up, I said it in Jesus' name. And I just felt like I had a victory note. I felt like God was doing something miraculous, but I couldn't understand it. I couldn't see it. I couldn't feel it. I called him back 3 days later. You know what he said? He said, Pastor E, the moment you prayed, the fever broke when the doctors came back in the room. Then I prayed that no weapon formed against him shall prosper, and no foul tongue shall prevail, and that God will let him dwell in the shelter of the Most High God while he was in the presence of the disease. And I want to tell you, he didn't get it. I want to tell you that the son is recovering right now. And I want to tell you that Isaiah 65:24 came alive. It says, I heard you before you made the call, and I answered before you finished. I want you to know as you go into this service that God's going to hear you when you call him. And if you just have faith, I want you to know that if you just have enough faith to believe it, I believe that you can receive it.